Okay, welcome back to the Kitchen Casino. Part 3 of my series, turning $50 into $1,000. It's been going really slow. Right now, I was up to $124. I have $100 split into 7 bets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 4, 5, 8, 13, 20, and 31. Now the next in the progression would be 47, but that would bring me up to 132, and I don't have that kind of money. So I have to write the numbers down with this system. And I already rolled twice. I rolled a 29 and a 9. Now 29 is the second row, 9 is the third row. So I'm going to play 3 bets on the first row, and if the first row doesn't come out in those 3 bets, I'm going to take the furthest one out of the 12s, and I'm going to play 3 bets there. So we're playing the first row, because this one came out, this one came out, this is the furthest out. So let's see what happens here. 4 came up. That is a winner. So let me write that down here. Because even though I won here, what I want to look for is the furthest out on the 12s. So we had a 4, which is the first 12. We had a 9, the first 12, and a 29, third 12. So I'm going to be playing my next 3 bets on the second 12, because it hasn't even showed up yet. So first of all, let me pay myself out for this. And I have to write this down because, of course, I don't have an automatic thing where I can just look at the board. At a casino, it goes back by 20 numbers. You don't have to go back that far. Just find out which one came out the furthest out. So with that, because that was my first bet, I won $8. And so I have the $4 bet that I started with. I'm going on the second 12 with that, but I have these $8 that I'm going to disperse over my bets before I even bet, because right now I had 8 bets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now this is now a $5 bet on the second 12. Let's see what happens. 2 came up. Now that was my first bet on the second 12. I'm going to bet another one. If this loses, I'll bet one more, and then I'll move back to the rows, to the furthest row out. So I'm not going to waste my time chasing the second 12 down. I'm going to try it 3 times. It's 1/3 of the table. It should come up every 3 times, but they don't. That's another loser. So this will be my last bet on the second 12. And these bets are structured so I make $1 for every roll if I do win. And 28 came out, so that's a loser. I just lost 3 times on the second 12. So what I need to do is figure out what the farthest one out on the rows is. And this was a 28. Now 28's row 1. A 12 is row 3. And a 2 is row 2. So this was the furthest one out, so I'm going to do my next 3 bets on row 2. $24 came out. That's obviously row 3. So that's 1 bet down. This is my second bet on row 2. Now remember, I already lost 3 bets on the second 12. 24. I gotta remember to write the numbers down. Usually I don't write numbers down. Nine came out, that's a loser. Okay. And this is going to be my 3rd bet on the second 12. Now it hasn't been up. This will be the 5th time it has not come up. If it doesn't come up. 2 came up, that's a winner. Write that down. So I won $21. Now initially this was a $20 bet. So I won $21 twice. 1 and 1. So there's my $21 bet. You know, it's supposed to be a $20 bet. Then I need a $13 bet. There's 10. I need another 5. I'm just going to go ahead and get $20 in ones. Just to make things easier, because it's a $13 bet. And then we have a $8 bet. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we have a $5 bet. So I'll just use a 5 for that. And then 2 $4 bets. Now that brings us back to our $85 bet here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is the profits from that. There's more profits because there's more money here. So what I'm going to do is start from the second bet back and go ahead and add this. And just in case I have to go out this far, I'm going to add 2 to that. Now this is still not going to cover everything. This realistically in progression should be a $47 bet. I know it's not that high yet, but we just won on the 2, we won on this row. So now we're looking for the 12s again. So we had first 12 came out twice, then it was the second 12, and then the third 12 going backwards. So this is the farthest one out, the third 12. So I'm going to play 3 bets here. If it doesn't come out, I'm going to move back to the rows. I don't know if you get the gist, but I'm going to play until I win one more time and then count up my money and we'll call it a night. Okay, 30 came out, winner. Okay, won double 4s. So let me go ahead and count up. I started with $124, and that's 30. And again, my next move, because 30 is row 3, 2 is row 2, so I know row 1 is the last one out, the furthest one out. So my next move would have been 3 bets on row 1, starting from the front. Now, I would have adjusted these bets just by dropping my winnings all over the place. This seems to work really well. I don't know if you get it, but I started with $124. And again, you just play it 3 times. You don't chase it. If it doesn't come out within 3 times, you just move back to the row or move back to the 12s. And you always want to switch between the row and the 12s. Alright, so let's see what we got here. I started with 124. I didn't make a whole bunch of money because I didn't play that long. I just wanted to show you the system. I don't know if I made any money here. Let's see. Okay, so started with 124. Now we're up to 100, 10, 20, 30, 35, 36, 38, 40, 43. $143 from 124. I hope you get the system. So now on my quest to turn 50 into 1,000, I'm up to 100, 110, 20, 30, 35, $144. Okay, have a good night.